Paris, iconic city thanks to its monuments. The Arc de Triomphe, the Invalides, the Grand Petit Palais, Notre Dame, and of course, the Eiffel Tower. Unique monument transcending... Pardon? The Eiffel Tower is not that unique. Wait a second. Indeed, from its inauguration in 1889, the Eiffel Tower has sparked admiration and jealousy around the world. She is stylish after all. Thus, she was the inspiration of numerous towers. And when I say inspiration, that goes from, well, inspiration, whether practical or artistical to compete her, to pure reproduction. But how many of these towers are there? 2, 5, 7? Well, no, their number is slightly bigger. There are... That's right, there are 103 towers inspired by the Eiffel Tower on the globe, replicas as well as inspirations. Take into account that this number also includes towers that no longer exist, and we can note that 5 of them are in Paris, but not this Paris, these ones, and also that one. And there's also one in Montmartre, but once again not this one, that one. We won't cover all of them, but we will cover some, beginning with a country quite fond on Eiffel Tower replicas, China. Indeed, the country possesses no less than 4. They are situated in Harbin, Shenzhen, Macau and Hangzhou, when you can find the most interesting. Indeed, Tiandusheng Eiffel Tower, situated in Hangzhou suburbs, is interesting not by herself, she's only a 100 meters replica after all, but by her environment, a district as big as the town of Bastia, built in 2007, and recreating Haussmannian Paris. There are even reproductions of Montmartre, the Tuileries and Versailles. But this district, which was supposed to shelter 10,000 people, was a relative failure with only 2,000, turning it into a ghost town. Well, let's leave China for the other side of the planet, to Japan, with the Tokyo Tower, situated in Tokyo. Built between 1957 and 1958, she had to symbolize Japan's renewal after World War II, and so surpassed competition, especially, you guessed it, the Eiffel Tower. Though 8 meters higher than this last one, making her the highest tower in Tokyo at her inauguration, she weighs less than half the weight, 4,000 tons against 10,000. And while we're in Japan, let's focus on the Daiwa Kinento. Built in 1970, it's a cenotaph monument dedicated to, quote, international victims of war regardless of religious appartenances, hence its name. A cenotaph is a funeral monument which doesn't contain a body, by contrast to a mausoleum. But the most ambitious competition to the Eiffel Tower would come from the other side of the channel, with the Watkins Tower, situated in Wembley Park in London. Ordered by Sir Edward Watkin, director of the Metropolitan Railway, she should have measured 358 meters, 46 meters more than the French Tower. Construction began in 1891, but ended in 1894, with only the first stage finished, due to lack of funds and mostly interest. The tower was so dismantled between 1904 and 1907, giving place nowadays to the famous Wembley Stadium. But despite Watkins' failure, Great Britain would still obtain her own Eiffel Towers, such as the New Brighton Tower and the Blackpool Tower, still up today. Opened in 1894 and 158 meters high, she is the city's symbol. Some other European countries would build similar towers, notably Germany and Czechia. So it's the end of our overview. I hope you enjoyed it, don't forget to share and to subscribe, and see you next time.